Okay, good morning everyone. Still morning for me anyways. Today I want to go over a couple of things. Actually, one thing in particular. I just received a few video cards, and today I want to go over one of them. And I need to start my videos out a little bit different from now on. So my reviews are just based on programs that I download, games that I run, and I am not being sponsored by anyone in particular company. My reviews are overviews of these products of just my own opinion, and from there we'll get started. So today I haven't even taken this out of the box. I just cut the label on the back of it. It's the Asus Dual OC 8 gig PCI 4.0 3070 video card. I do have some other ones to go over, and I have some other things that I'm going to talk about on another video to do with some processes I have, and I've got some motherboards from MSI, which are the X570 Pro Wi-Fi Carbon, or Carbon Wi-Fi Pro. However, it doesn't matter. You all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, here we go. So the 3070 that I have in my machine right now is the MSI Gaming X Trio. And we're going to take a look at the difference of specs. I haven't done any... Okay, you coming out of there or what? Good Lord. I haven't done any benchmarks on this card. Typical box. NVIDIA green. So I haven't done any benches on this yet, so I just want to run over some specs real quick. Let's see what we get in this baby. This mic's in the way. Get it out of the way. Okay. So coming in the box, what do we have? Bigger than I thought, actually. Wow, they really got this sucker packed in there. Asus. So it comes with the card, of course, thank God. It comes with, obviously, it comes with what looks to be a pretty detailed manual. But if you've ever done a video card before, I think you all got the gist of how them things work. Little thank you card, you're welcome. And I don't know, something in some kind of language. And another little card here that probably cost an extra $5 to make. So wow, we got this sucker wrapped in there. Okay. Jesus. You can tell I just cut open a cardboard box. This thing is kind of dull. I don't want to scratch the card. Okay. Time to get a new razor knife, I think. Alright, so looks pretty clean. Wow, nice looking card. I like the look to it. It is a 8-pin. As you can see, it has a very two 8-pins. A very nice heat sink inside of there. Actually, it's really tight. The fins are very tight compared to some of the other ones. All right. the Asus logo. Looks like a graphite backplate, nicely designed. Openings for the heat for the VRAMs. You have your protection on there, and it has 1, 2, 3 displays, 2 HDMIs. I was kind of hoping to see a USB-C on it. Oh well. I think the motherboard I have has them. I'm not even going to really bother taking plastic off of this yet. So, let me throw this out of the way. Later. So there she is. Nice looking card, very clean. Let me zoom in on a shot for you. So I guess if you're looking at a card and you have a smaller case, this would be very ideal. I am going to give you the specs on this card as far as the size goes. So we're looking at the Dual RTX 37 8 gig. It has the standard bus of a PCI 4.0, OpenGL 4.6, 8 gigs of DDR6. Engine clock 1775. And versus the MSI, the clock speed on that was where is it? I'm in the wrong sheet. Okay, data sheet. Okay. That one's 1775. And they're pretty close, actually. 1775. Gaming X Trio. Okay. Yeah, the MSI, I think, yeah, it's a little bit. It's 1830, so yeah, it's a little. The MSI is a little bit faster than this, but it is a bigger card with a bigger heat sink, so it's going to allow for better cooling. In turn, you're going to get more overclock. And this states overclocked. That's the Gaming X Trio. So anyways, not to get too far off the subject. All right, it has a resolution of 7680 by 4320, 256-bit, 14 gig memory, CUDA cores, 5888. Okay. Interface. Yeah, we already went over this. It has 2 HDMI 2.1s, 3 native display ports, 1.4 HD CP support. Yes, it does at 2.3. Maximum display port 4. I still haven't been able to get that going yet. One always seems to blank out, so I got to look into that. Accessories, not a whole lot of accessories. It didn't come with a support bar, which, to tell you the truth, it doesn't really need. It doesn't weigh much, actually. Downloadable software is the Tweak and GeForce Gaming Ready drivers with the Asus program that you can get. It's a recommended power supply unit of 750 watts. The dimensions on this card, I'm going to go by inches, folks. Don't do millimeters. Okay, long. The length is 10.51. The width of the card is 5.31. And it is a 2.5 inch card. So I'm going to say it's going to take up actually 3 bays. You can't do much with half a bay. Yeah, 2 8-pin power plugs. Yeah, takes up 3 slots. And the MSI one, basically, yeah, it does have a little juice. It's kind of funny. The MSI recommends a PSU of 650 watts, and and it has a higher clock speed. Of the MSI is that the weight of the cards are quite a bit more too. Yeah, so we're looking at Asus has CUDA cores 588. This one has the cores, clock cores, you know, same thing basically. Anyways, versus what you're looking at here of engine clock of 1755, gaming mode 1725. I thought the game, oh, the overclock, I'm sorry, the overclocking mode is 1755 versus the MSI, which I have to go over to a data sheet for that, and it is higher. Yes, you're looking at 1830. So it's weird. The MSI has a higher, it's overclocked higher to 1830 versus 1755, but the MSI says it's recommending a 650 watt power supply, and the Asus says 750. I think the Asus probably is closer to the mark. I would definitely not want to go with anything less than a 750, because once you start overclocking, you don't want to end up your system dropping out on you. So a lot of the cards have been going with this tinted chrome look in the back. Very clean. It's not a brushed look. It's still, it does have that tint to it. Well made. Very clean in the back. Kind of a brushed aluminum look. Yes, it's definitely a graphite backplate, I would have to say. Doesn't look, I don't know, it could be an aluminum. Actually, I think it is. I think we're looking at an aluminum backplate. It's all bent into one piece. Wow, they got enough plastic on this bad boy. See, I have a big case, so I don't know if this would be something for me. I think that is, yes, it is an aluminum. All right, so it's got an aluminum, which is definitely better for heat dispersion. I'm going to go with the aluminum. It's really hard to tell unless you, just the feel of it versus, oh yeah, you can tell the metal versus the MSI has a graphite. They call it graphite. I call it graphite. Okay. It has its typical Asus subdued logo. It pretty much has Asus all over it. GeForce RTX. It does remove protective film. Yeah, of course I'm going to remove it before I use it. Well, actually, I've kind of missed that a couple times in the past. I'm not going to get into taking this apart, but I did take apart a video card the other day to take a look in it, and I have to say that I don't know if it's because these companies maybe they're not skimping. I'm not saying, but the thermal paste was very dry, very, very dry. So I ended up putting a good ceramic thermal paste on it. Kingpin makes a good thermal paste. It's a ceramic paste. I know Arctic makes a good paste, which is ceramic and metal. You got to remember now, metal, if you put too much, metal can be conductive. So some of the older ones you got to be careful. But it still is one of the better thermal paste. That liquid metal, I would never use that stuff, especially if you're going to overclock or if you're going to liquid cool. You can kill your system. I've seen more people rip off their CPUs and GPU. It's a nightmare. I don't like the stuff. I would never use it on anything. Some people like it. God bless you. All right. Okay, you can see on this one, a couple of times in the past, some of the cards I've run into. The 8-pin power. This one is connected with the notches on top, facing the back plate. One of the cards that I did was, I think it was the Sapphire. No, the Sapphire was on top. And then I did another card, the EVGA I did. The 8 pins were backwards, the 3080. So, it has, looks like 290 millimeter fans, I'm going to have to guess. I haven't measured them. I don't have a, I could do it with a regular tape measure, but it's only going to get close. So I'm going to say between 90 and 92 millimeter fans. That's about the only time you're going to hear me say millimeters, because that's the only time they ever really do that. If anybody wants to take a closer look at, ooh, boy, they really put this stuff on there. It's got very little RGB on it. I think you get a little bit right in here, and I wouldn't even really say it's RGB. It's more just a lighting. It's not really like the wave type colors that you get or anything. So wow, it's got a really nice, actually I think that this front shroud may be aluminum. I'm gonna have to look into that a little more. I don't know. I'm starting to think it's probably not. No, that's plastic. It doesn't have the same fan system as the Sapphires are using, where they have their fan built into a shroud. This of course has a shroud, but the fan's free spinning, not inside of another type of, basically what they consider, it's like a wind tunnel. It gives it more of effect, kind of the effect of like the turbos give when you're getting a factory type fan or a blower style. They make a lot of noise. I know this is really quiet from what I've read, but the blowers make a lot of noise because they kind of act kind of on the idea of like a jet propulsion. Not that they're using, you know, jet fuel or anything, but so I have for the future, like I said, they really do put this stuff on thick. Now that I'm pulling it off, I might as well continue. I have some MSI Gaming Trio 3060s. Yes, I got the 3060 if you're watching there, my friend. So I won't make that mistake again and call a 3070 a 3060. So that I'll be doing some reviews on that, and I also have some 3070, the Zotac. The Zotac has a really good clock speeds to it, from what I just took a glimpse at the box. But I do not like the shape of the not in the least. I don't like the shape of the shroud and the whole card. It's a dual fan. The MSI is a 3 fan, of course. I just don't like the shape the way it is. It's odd. Some people love it. If you like it, fine. It's still a 3070. It still cranks. It'll run your ray tracing. It'll run all your programs 1440p, unless you're running Cyberpunk, Flight Sim, something like that. You should be able to use a 3070 and max it right out. I don't see why not. I know I've done it. I can see the thermal on, I can see the GPU down in there, and it almost look, is that the GPU? No, that's a heat sink over the VRAM. You can see the thermal pad in there. It has, looks to me, 4 heat pipes. Fantech thing. 4 heat pipes in it. I don't know if they're going to claim that they're direct centered or anything like that. They haven't yet, so they're probably standard heat pipes. I know the card doesn't run that hot. I can tell you one thing, back to this MSI. This is the coolest running GPU I have ever used. Compared to the EVGA and the Sapphire that I have, this thing it doesn't even get barely warm. It's amazing. It's quiet. 3 fans, that is the quietest card I have ever had. And that's cranked all the way up. Cranked all the way up with the cover on the side. You can't even hear it. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Went over the specs with you. I'm going to do my own overview, benchmarks on this and the MSI, which I still promise to do that, and I haven't had a chance because I've just been so busy with other things. But I figured I would take a little bit of time out to show you this card, and for a dual fan card, it's very nice looking. And it's not too much smaller. And it's probably got a good inch and a half smaller than the 3 fan that I have in there. So it's a good size card. It's very light though. It's nice. I don't know how much I'm going to get into that Zotac. I know the numbers on it are good. I can't take that away from it. I just don't like the design. As a matter of fact, let me leave this here. You guys want to hear something? Here's the sound. Now the power supply is on too in the front fans, but you can hear the MSI. It is so quiet, and that's cranked up pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you can see the 3060 Ti Gaming Trio. It's got the same, it's the exact same thing. It's the same size, the same weight, everything as the 3070. So I hope you can get a look at that. They make such a big box. Everybody has seen CPUs. I have some RGB 750 Thermaltake power supplies, an Asus Rogue Strix 650. I like those motherboards. Those MSI boards are really nice. So you can see this. This is what I'm talking about. It has a decent sized backplate on it. I don't know if that's a 12 pin. It's hard to tell from here. I haven't opened it. So tomorrow I'm going to open this up. This 3070. But see the design? Just from looking at that and what I've seen online, some people might like it. And it looks like it's got like a 100mm fan to the back of the card and like a 92 in the front. So kind of got like a strange shape. Maybe I just got to get used to it. I'll like it more when I do open it up and check it out. So that's going to be about it today. Just wanted to run over that real quick. If I'm going to put this on Facebook, I know not too many people know that I do have starting a YouTube channel out. JP's Tech Reviews and Overviews. I don't want to get strictly into that review thing because I don't necessarily do complete reviews. I just more like do overviews and reviews of stuff as far as giving out some numbers and basics. But yes, the YouTube channel's coming along, starting to look pretty decent. I know I was saying that I wanted to get it going, but I had to kind of teach myself, and it wasn't as bad as I thought once I found the right programs. All right, I'm tired. I had basically a pallet of stuff I had to take apart. Now I got to get this stuff sold. So I'm going to put this over on Facebook. Give me a like if you like the video. If you don't. I don't know what to say. Check out my YouTube channel if you like. Give me some feedback. I'm always interested. If I can improve something somewhere, something you know about, a program, a video type program, or anything, you want to throw it at me, throw it at me. Tell me what it is. I'll check it out. I'm trying to really improve that. So, I mean, there's a way of being critical on some things and being polite about it, and there's a way of just, some people have come on and say, you suck. Hey, whatever, I guess pretty much that's their outlook on life then. But I've never done stuff like that to people online. A couple times in person, but not. But I know my buddy at work be watching this, Chris. He's been giving me a little guidance on my YouTube stuff and telling me kind of. He has a Twitch channel, gaming channel going, and I don't have the name of it right now. I'm gonna put it out there for him, maybe get some more people over there. But anyways, everybody, the weekend's coming up. Have yourself a good weekend. Enjoy, stay safe, and everybody knows what's going on out there. It doesn't seem that this virus is going away too fast. It's taking its time. So, like I said before, social distances, wash your hands, wear your face mask, all that good stuff. And everybody take care. See ya.